They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From the gun, it's Montgomery. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Rush is on. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed, and he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Montgomery. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. Keep it on the ground. There he goes. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
The Gators have it with a 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Montgomery. Touchdown, Florida! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. From deep, it's Stewart. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll ride him again. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throwing, Underwood. Out wide left, it's White. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the up end. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away. Now on the counter. Breaks into the open. Got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
Motion from the back. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Shem back there would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Making the adjustment on the play. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And the extra point is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Follows his blocks. It's Montgomery. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game. They have a lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Sends it back in motion. Here's Underwood to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's White. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Now on first down from the 30. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Underwood throws toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Might have a chance.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneak in the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. A little handoff, a little sneak attack. Great play call.
The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Throwing, Underwood. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll be dropped. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, the offense got themselves in a bad position to start, but a nice change up there, handing it off and getting a lot of the yardage back, David, now to set up third and at least a little bit more manageable.
Yeah, and when it's third and forever like that, I'm thinking pass. So great job slipping the run in there. Running back now putting them in a better position. But defensively, I still got them in third and long, still in a good situation here.
Really nice third down sub-defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Jones to throw. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got his man on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Moving out to the right. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looks as if he's going to run it. Finding some room. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Coming to the line for second and goal, and what will be the last play of the quarter. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Michigan!
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they can get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
And he made the extra point without problem. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that pulled Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Oregon, taking on the Tennessee Volunteers.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the right. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Gators! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick six. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
So here comes the Michigan offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
On the run, it's Marshall. He's got enough. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's two runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on first down. Hits inside. It's White. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Underwood. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Look out! Looking for a huge play. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. throwing, Underwood.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Got the back over the middle. Snowed under by the defense.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
Third and long coming up. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Out wide right, it's Fleming. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Wolverines line up to punt it away.
Third down, man. You think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. Using his legs, it's Montgomery. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
Back to pass on second down. Left side, it's Montgomery. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Jones wants to throw it. Lucky to get it off.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Quick give. It's Montgomery. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Throws to the tight end. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. caught in the backfield. It's Hawkins. He's guided out of bounds at the 41-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. They're looking for an advantage to the right.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The give to the single back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Here's Underwood to throw. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And it's good! Still a 1-score game, and they've got a little breathing room.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Fights off a defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really...
First down here, what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. They'll give it to him again. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Jones to throw. Flip it out to the back on the screen. There he goes. He's at the 40. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws for the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. Gets the back moving. A run for the quarterback. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down to the air. And he gets it away.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Still looking. Looking for the score. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. There he goes to the right. The 40. 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Why not double the try total and go for 2? They'll send the back in motion. On the option. Quick toss. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Sending the offense back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. No chance to run, but still a good game. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We've got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him, whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Jones wants to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Big noise in the big house. for this huge third down play. Just keeps slinging it. Turns it upfield. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. And the Gators have this offense rolling.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They're all over it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Under pressure. Still running at the 40. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Makes the grab in their space. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Jones to throw. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. The give as they work on that clock.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's second. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Plenty of options here, run or pass on third down right around midfield. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Touchdown, Michigan. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Underwood. Right side, it's Fleming. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jones wants to throw it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw one first. Here's a throw downfield late. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. Holds on, it's Floyd. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throwing right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Gators want to move quickly. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Here comes the heat. And the ball's out, and they're after it. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. Finds his target down the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They want to throw it. Rushes on. Good job just to get rid of that one.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success.
And he's got it, a late touchdown, probably window dressing, but still a sliver, albeit very slight, of hope. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. The 2-point conversion is good.
On that 2-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up 2-point conversion.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happening.